We want to move to another story coming out of Arizona. An Arizona man found alive after going missing. He was hiking at the Grand Canyon. To bring us some of the details.
Ever wondered what mysteries lurk beneath the breathtaking vistas of our national parks? From enigmatic severed hands to vanished honeymooners, the untold stories hidden within these natural wonders beckon us to explore the uncharted territories of the eerie and unexplained. A severed hand in Yosemite National Park, California. Yosemite National Park, renowned for its majestic landscapes, harbors a chilling mystery that lingers to this day. In 1983, an ordinary family outing turned macabre when a child stumbled upon a severed hand and forearm in Summit Meadow, just off Glacier Point Road. Despite exhaustive searches, no other remains surfaced, leaving authorities perplexed and the victim unidentified. 5 years later, a grim discovery unfolded as a skull emerged across the street from the initial site in 1988. However, efforts to connect a name to the victim proved futile. It wasn't until 2022 that the victim was identified as Patricia Hicks, with investigators using DNA from the remains. Hicks had unsettling ties to a local cult leader known for using LSD to manipulate and disorient victims, although he had vanished before facing imprisonment for assaults in the 1980s. In a twist that adds complexity to the case, some investigators suggest the cult connection might be a red herring. Instead, they entertain the possibility that notorious serial killer Henry Lee Lucas, who confessed to numerous slayings across the nation, might be linked to Hicks's demise. Lucas, who passed away in prison in 2001, provided details about the Summit Meadow crime scene, not disclosed in the media during his arrest. However, these details were considered circumstantial, leaving the murder unsolved. As the years pass, the enigma of Patricia Hicks's murder persists, with the true perpetrator remaining elusive. With Lucas gone, the chance of resolving this haunting case diminishes, leaving Summit Meadow shrouded in the shadows of an unsolved crime in the heart of Yosemite National Park. The newlyweds who disappeared in Grand Canyon National Park, Arizona. Nestled within the colossal walls of the Grand Canyon, the roaring rapids of the Green River and Colorado River create a tumultuous cascade of Class 4 and 5 whitewater, adorned with colossal waves and treacherous boulders. This majestic yet perilous environment has claimed the lives of approximately 100 individuals since the first documented navigation by John Wesley Powell in 1869. In the annals of Grand Canyon lore, the mysterious vanishing of newlyweds, Glenn and Bessie Hyde in 1928, stands out. On their honeymoon, the adventurous couple embarked on a daring journey through the canyon in a boat crafted by Glenn himself. Their ambitious goal was to set a speed record, with Bessie poised to become the first woman to conquer the formidable rapids. Tragically, the Hydes were last seen on November 18, 1928. A month later, on December 19, their boat, fully stocked with supplies, including Bessie's diary, was discovered intact. Despite extensive search efforts, the bodies of the newlyweds were never recovered. The prevailing theory suggests that they might have been swept from the boat during a turbulent rapid, although both were experienced rafters. However, a tantalizing alternative narrative has emerged over the years, one that speculates Bessie may have murdered Glenn deep within the canyon. Emery Kolb, an eyewitness who encountered the couple during their journey, noted Bessie's reluctance to continue and the absence of life jackets. In a surprising turn of events in 1971, a woman named Elizabeth Cutler claimed to be Bessie Hyde, asserting that she had stabbed her husband in a heated dispute and had been living incognito ever since. Cutler later recanted her statement, and rumors circulated that Georgie Clark, a pioneering river runner and the first woman to own a commercial rafting business in the Grand Canyon, might be the elusive Bessie. Upon Clark's death in 1992, a startling discovery was made in her home: a marriage license belonging to the Hydes and a birth certificate identifying Clark as Bessie DeRoss. The mystery deepened as historians grappled with the enigma of why Bessie changed her name to Georgie. Although some discount the theory that Georgie Clark was the vanished Bessie Hyde, the Grand Canyon's depths continue to guard the secrets of this enduring mystery. Everglades National Park. Everglades National Park, an expansive and mysterious wilderness spanning 1.5 million acres in southern Florida, harbors more than just its famed alligators and bull sharks. Since 1965, The park has been the backdrop for over 175 unsolved murder cases, with the remote nature of the area and its population of formidable creatures contributing to the mystery. The notorious Alligator Alley, a section of US 41 that traverses the park, has gained a grim reputation as a dumping ground for criminals seeking to conceal their deeds. Adding an element of the supernatural, the Everglades has its connection to the Bermuda Triangle legend. In 1945, 5 Navy bombers vanished during a routine training flight, sparking tales of mysterious disappearances. Though the planes were never found, one theory suggests they veered off course and crashed in the Everglades. Amidst these mysteries, one captivating enigma centers around a 3-acre island in a remote section south of Alligator Alley, referred to as the Lost City. This clandestine island, absent from maps and inaccessible by known trails, has a storied past. Throughout history, it has been purportedly a Seminole settlement, a hideout for Confederate soldiers, and a Prohibition-era moonshine operation. While not appearing on conventional maps, the Lost City is a registered archaeological site in the Florida State Archives. State archaeologists and wildlife officers have uncovered remnants of wooden shacks, a canoe, native artifacts, and a large iron kettle, typical of moonshine distillation from the Prohibition era. Some artifacts date back hundreds of years, providing a glimpse into the island's rich and mysterious history. The island's original Seminole residents abandoned the settlement for reasons still unknown. Legends of Confederate soldiers hiding out after stealing Union gold suggest a darker fate, as archaeologists believe they may have been killed by Native Americans for trespassing on sacred ground. The island's lore deepens with the tale of Al Capone, the infamous gangster, who reportedly owned a nearby speakeasy during Prohibition. Rumors abound that Capone may have operated a moonshining operation on the Lost City. Unfortunately, due to the illicit nature of both the speakeasy and the still, there's no paper trail connecting Capone to the island, leaving this chapter of his notorious story shrouded in mystery. The Lost City of the Everglades continues to whisper secrets, inviting speculation and curiosity, as the truth behind its intriguing past remains elusive. Death Valley National Park. Death Valley National Park, infamous for its extreme conditions, witnessed a mysterious disappearance in July 1996. 4 German tourists, including 34-year-old Egbert Rimkus, his 11-year-old son, and Cornelia Meyer with her 4-year-old son, rented a minivan to explore California and the Southwest. Scheduled to fly back to Germany on July 27th, they entered Death Valley on July 22nd. Their minivan, discovered in October by a ranger searching for illegal drug labs, was stuck in the sand in Anvil Canyon, an area without active roads. The doors were locked, and 3 tires were flat. Despite extensive efforts, investigators found no trace of the tourists during the initial search, except for a lone Bud Ice beer bottle 1.7 miles from the van. The Germans' journey, documented in a logbook, suggested an attempt to cross the challenging Mengele Pass, a 4WD-only road at the end of Butte Valley. Unable to proceed, they seemingly rerouted through roadless Anvil Canyon. Theories circulated for years: foul play, staged disappearance, or potential encounters with military activities near the China Lake military facility, and the ranch linked to Charles Manson's cult. 13 years later, avid hikers and search and rescue members discovered the adult German's remains in a remote area, 4 miles from their van. Additional bones were found in subsequent searches, but insufficient DNA hindered linking them to the children. Evidence suggests fatal mistakes, such as outdated maps and inadequate supplies, led to the tragedy. Despite the passage of time, the mysterious circumstances surrounding the Germans' disappearance remain, leaving investigators with an incomplete picture of what transpired in the unforgiving expanses of Death Valley National Park. A child disappears in Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Tennessee and North Carolina. Great Smoky Mountains National Park, often known for its picturesque drives and accessible trails, conceals remote sections where the forest grows thick, shrouding the terrain beyond the trails. Spencefield, a backcountry meadow, became the backdrop for the Martin family's camping adventure, approximately 5 miles from the nearest road. The lush greenery and the dense understory of rhododendrons created an environment that would play a crucial role in Dennis's disappearance. During the camping trip, Dennis, accompanied by his older brother and a few friends, hatched a plan to play a harmless prank on their parents. The boys intended to hide in the bushes and startle their parents as they walked by. However, tragedy struck when Dennis stepped off the trail into the bushes and was never seen again. His father, witnessing this moment, could not have foreseen the heartbreak that awaited. When the other boys emerged from their hiding spots minutes later, Dennis was nowhere to be found. The family launched a frantic search that lasted for 4 agonizing hours before they decided to seek help from the nearest ranger station. This marked the beginning of a massive search operation involving over 1,000 people, making it the largest deployment in the history of Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The search for Dennis Martin left an indelible mark on the park's approach to missing persons cases. The sheer number of inexperienced volunteers initially involved may have hindered the discovery of crucial clues. Despite the initial hope generated by false reports and witness accounts, the FBI found no evidence of foul play in Dennis Martin's case. One early witness reported hearing a child scream and observing a suspicious individual in a white Chevy. However, investigators dismissed this incident as unrelated due to its distance from the last known location of Dennis. The absence of concrete leads only deepened the mystery surrounding the boy's disappearance. In the 1980s, a potential breakthrough emerged when an illegal ginseng harvester claimed to have discovered a child's skeleton roughly 10 miles from Spence Field. However, a subsequent search by park rangers yielded no results. These false leads, while momentarily stirring hope, ultimately added to the enigma surrounding Dennis Martin's fate. As the sun sets over Great Smoky Mountains National Park, the mysterious disappearance of Dennis Martin remains etched in the landscape. The unanswered questions, the heartache of a family, and the evolving search strategies are a poignant reminder of the challenges faced in untamed wilderness. While the park's beauty beckons visitors, the shadows of unresolved mysteries linger, inviting reflection on the delicate balance between nature's allure and its potential for inexplicable tragedy. A murder in Mount Rainier National Park, Washington. In the dark woods of Mount Rainier National Park in 1996, a chilling mystery unfolded that still haunts the park's history. Sheila Kearns, a 43-year-old seasonal employee at the park's Paradise Inn, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a community shrouded in uncertainty. The events surrounding her disappearance and the subsequent investigation reveal a story that, almost 40 years later, remains hauntingly unresolved. National parks heavily rely on seasonal employees, and Sheila Kearns was no exception. Hired for a position at the Paradise Inn in August 1996, Kearns quickly became known for her exceptional work, earning her an extension to stay through the winter months. Living in employee housing, she immersed herself in the vibrant seasonal community that marks the end of each season, with bonfires and celebrations. The last known moments. The last time anyone saw Kearns was at one of these seasonal parties on October 4, 1996. Excitement filled the air, as she expressed her eagerness to continue working through the winter. A 3-day search in the expansive park yielded no clues to Kearns' whereabouts. Initially, park officials speculated that she might have lost her way on a trail, but as the days passed, the grim possibility of abduction took hold. Mount Rainier's harsh winters set in swiftly, complicating search efforts with snow and freezing temperatures. The park, once bustling with life, now harbored a lingering sense of unease. 7 months later, in May 1997, after the winter thaw, a volunteer preparing a navigation course for park rangers stumbled upon skeletal remains at the old Longmire campground, approximately a mile from the inn. The remains were scattered across a 300-yard area, adding a layer of mystery to Kearns' tragic fate. Nearly 4 decades have passed since Sheila Kearns vanished, and Mount Rainier National Park carries the weight of a mystery. The lack of closure and the absence of a conclusive resolution contribute to the lasting impact of Kearns' disappearance. The dense woods that once witnessed the joyous seasonal celebrations now hold secrets that time has yet to reveal, leaving the unsettling question of what transpired on that fateful October day in 1996. And that concludes today's exploration of intriguing mysteries within our national parks. If you enjoyed delving into the enigmatic stories, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more riveting content. Stay curious, and join us on our next journey into the fascinating unknown. Thanks for watching.